Greetings, greetings. Well, that's not a live, that's a short. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Looks like we're live. Yes, yes, we are live. Thank you guys for being a part of the tribe. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. It is time. Very quickly, I am super late for Jane Carter, Backstreet Boy, Nick Carter's mother. She popped out in the meeting immediately that we did the very first time before redoing the energy. Oh, right, man. First reading kicked ass. Thank you guys for engaging with all of the videos and the comments to show that you care. And so we're getting into the Cancer right away, my dears, with Miss Jane Carter. She is a Cancer. She popped through pretty much immediately when it came to, I'm going to switch this vibe here very quickly. When it came to Nick and AJ just having a connection and being friends. So either they talked about her a lot or, AJ witnessed her on the defense with these children that she was supposed to take care of. So either way it goes, we're going to get into Jane Carter. She's kind of been pulled into the Backstreet Boys Tarot series. If you guys have a specific person we would like to do next after Kevin, please drop a comment and let me know, and I will get back to you sincerely. Without further delay, we do have the horror path with the Santa Muerta deck and the literary witches just to back up some shit. All right, I think we are ready. And welcome in. And most of all, greetings. We're going to get into, let's start with, we'll use the horror deck as the backup. Jane Carter, the Cancer. I hope everybody's having a fabulous day. I hope everything that you want is coming your way in a positive state. It's all about the energy that you dish out is what you're going to receive. I'm not kidding. It's been a magical, wonderful day, and I'm keeping that energy going by popping in, doing what I signed up for, okay? So here we go. Spirits. Jane Carter is the mother of Nick and a few other children. Aaron specific. Could we talk about what's going on in the energy with this woman and all that comes through as malevolent? First card we have immediately is thoughts and actions. The Six of Swords popped up because there is a balance and harmony, but only things that may be wanting to be ran away from, to be honest in this energy. Also feeling that this energy is transitional. So this person is easy to get over stuff, can move on very quick. Oh, you're a wuss, you're a puss, suck it up. Stuff like that feels. Hi, Gary. Hi, Gary. Hi, Danger. And then we have the Wheel. To know that this comes up second in the present, it really makes me feel that things are going the way that's planned or preyed upon here, because the cross is very, very small and it seems to be upside down. It don't feel backwards, so that's still not good, but it's better than that. This woman has a lot of fortune and fate in her energy because of a destiny that she tried to change in some way. May just been hers in general. What's going on next with this future sense? You got the Nine of Wands. You got the Chariot. Cancer energy in the past, so she's here. Thank you, spirits. You got the Star, Aquarius energy. She blocks happiness and has a huge ego. And then the Two of Wands, the energy comes forth as a this is going to be an overload, but it's also just difficult. She's a difficult person. She makes difficult choices. Things just don't feel, in the sense, right when it comes to this woman in the parenting skills. All right, spirits, why do we have the Six of Swords? What's the thoughts and actions? She may have accepted a lesson that these kids have given her, or just something in the past. There they are, okay? And her mother is a big part of the energy on why this may have just been with her. You got the Queen of Skulls, you got the 10, and then you got the Sun. Everything is coming to you at this time may be, like I said, a serious overload. But when it comes to a queen, it comes to somebody that's trying to be honest and constructive, it can get kind of uneasy. It can be unfair. You could pinpoint kids against each other just because you have the backbone to do it here. You just feel you're entitled to something that feels to your own happiness always. Family is a big thing with this young lady. She also understands that, Jesus. Please, she also understands you have to hurt to get money. That just comes through, period. Those words, you have to hurt to get money. There's a girl, there's a boy, older, and then there's a little girl here in this picture. There's also some sort of older lady, and that's why I'm talking about her mother. I don't know why her mother is here. And in this instance, I would like to know more on why that's happening. Where does the mother come from when it's Jane Carter? What's the older lady, this wiser person? Okay, there's a casket that's closed. I don't know what's going on. This woman, I don't know if she's alive or gone. Either one of them, mother or her mother, this Jane. But there is an awakening happening, but it's already been burnt out. So because there's one candle left, it feels like this is a pattern that never really got closed away or put down because she is inheriting some sort of energy or connection with being this way, the way that is just inappropriate. Can you explain the way without me having to say? Let's just get down to it, please. We're going to do 3, 4, 5. You got the spider. What is it called when it's like a black widow or somebody that just is, they have a good plan and they always got a good focus and it just never, it's not right because it's a little evil. And that's all we're going to say with this spider of some sort of black widow and things she may be involved in, done, or caused in some way. That comes through very, very strong. Why do we have this with the wheel? What's that about? The Wheel of Fortune. Now, this is something that's going right in the present. The faith, the luck, all that she's having is something that she's always wanted. Knight of Cups, 8 of Swords, and then the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so not to the extent that she wants what she currently has, because it's not as good as it was before with the financial failure, but she had it. So there is some sort of money here that she still kind of has, and it may be in hiding. I don't know what's going on with this woman, but I immediately have a headache, and she breaks a lot of things that are unstandard when it comes to family. This isn't traditional. She breaks a lot of rules. She's breaking traditional standards. And it's also feeling inappropriate here with this Knight in the feelings of some sort of like realistic thing where it's happy. She's happy in this feeling. She's happy in doing what she's doing when it comes to being romantic, but it's inappropriate. Romantic, inappropriate. 8 of Swords before we move on. What's the romance and what's inappropriate here? Give me more. You got the Soul, you got the Fate, and you got the Wildflowers. Wildflowers. Let me go back to that one. So this woman has a button that, if you ever notice somebody who always has to be sexual, they have to show some sort of nasty way, whether they're grinding, sticking their tongue out, being inappropriate with children, men, women. It just goes across the board with sexuality. This is her, okay? And she's very inappropriate when it comes to romancing people that are underage, people that are related in some way to her. So the Soul is a little stinky here. This also comes through with the Fate, and that she She's used to doing this full circle. 7 of Hellfires. This woman has a lot of patience when it comes to like not being set back, getting what she wants. And it doesn't matter what chaos is caused, because this is something that was taught. Anything that's taught in the thought and the action with the 8 of Swords, you feel empowered from. So she likes to take control in an inappropriate form. Could you tell me what the control is one more time? Sex. This apple came out in the first reading that we did with Nick and AJ. And if y'all was here for it, I think, or did it come out the second time? I can't remember. You need to go back and watch. And if you clip, I'll give out some sort of reward or, you know, a prize of some sort. Just email me. Or I'll see that you've done it and we'll go forward. But this woman has a real bad, looks like, I don't want to say addiction, but a problem here with X that's inappropriate with people that are not her age, that seem to be related, because the soul here is a little stinky. But this is the fate. This is the fate. So why do we have this 9 of Wands? What does this mean? Please. Fire energy is here, fire sign with the 9. You got the 2 of Bibles, earth energy, Pentacles, King of Bibles, and then the 8 of Skulls. She's married. She was married to somebody, or she has somebody in her life that was her king, or, you know, the fairy tale type thing that's coming through. But because of some discipline or some protectiveness that always was trying to be spoken or given, that became none. That became unimportant because it was more of a crowd that she would rather be concerned of. 9 is the year that we're in, but she wants to just go along with whatever is being blown in. She also has some sort of, what do you call when it's beyond taking control of somebody? Like they do the reverse psychology, those reverse roles. Like if a predator was to harm you, they would put the reverse move on your mind. Like, well, if you tell someone, they won't believe you, or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? There is some sort of reverse psychology that's played because she's very, very restrictive on the mind. Very restrictive on mind games that's being played. Because this stuff is unorganized, but she does it in a chaotic way. And if you attack somebody just verbally, actually, you surprise them, you do things that are just not safe. This man, whoever this was here in the future, was trying to do that, and he's gone because of his like wanting to stand up in some way. Here's the subconscious. When I told you about playing some sort of mind game, this is her. All right, this is her going forward. There's something in the mind that she likes to do with these children. This has nothing to do, I feel like, with the group. It has come in before with something that was blown in with an opportunity, but nobody was on board. So this comes in as complete effing control over some sort of kingdom. All right, the final 3 cards. All right, we have this, the Chariot. This is Cancer energy, so this is her. Let's do the solar plexus. So she's here with us in the past tense. Past. Why do we have this Chariot? What's the powerlessness that's in a forceful way? She's a very forceful woman. I feel like she has forced not only mind games, but inappropriate things on these children, particularly these boys. She plays some sort of pin the tail on the donkey cross with the girls. I didn't mean to draw 4. I wanted to draw 3, but she's devoted to that type of energy. And it's beyond like hands-on. She's very, this is inappropriate. So something may have happened to her as a child and we're not able to see, because an adult woman that is over actually inappropriate now has a They're devoted to something and they don't even know it. It's an addiction. So on top of this happening very, very slowly over time and family popping up with Shirley Jackson, there's three. Who's that third one? Who's she playing with here that has some sexual attraction? Four of Hellfires. The father. She's done something with all three of those men, these boys. Of course, the husband, because that's her job. It's not, and it feels like a chore. Feels like a chore because it's aggression here, with being with this king in the future. But with the four coming behind these three, that's the seven. That's letting you see she's doing something reckless, and he may have been trying to protect her from being this way, the father, but she continued to work against him in some way. This is very slowly over time, this family thing. Pause. Why is this? Why is this a family thing that has happened over time? Because this is something sacred. Please come through and make me understand with this family setting and Shirley Jackson what we're talking about here. The 5. So she has an inability to stop being overt sexual because of some past resentments. Like I said, things happen to women, men, children, everybody, and then they grow up as an adult and they don't see anything wrong with what has already happened. So she's compromised to some sort of sexual desire, sexual thing that comes over as a devilish way. She can't control this for some reason. The star is next in the present, and it's beyond hopeless. She doesn't have faith anymore. She may be some sort of atheist or just not having faith in who she's supposed to these days. What's this about with the star in reverse? Aquarius energy is here. There's the moon. There's the Cancer. She's back. She's back again. And then the devil, Capricorn energy. I got to pick this up because we've got to move along. The moon is in reverse because this young woman has a lot of misunderstanding through her, secrets that need to be unveiled. She may have wrote them through a book, but it's reverse. It's a mirror of a projection. It's a lie. Never really told the truth about clarity that she needed to release in some way. She never really did. Oh, I need to draw one more. That was a star. The Queen of Bibles. Here she is. Here she is. This earth energy really is somebody that's they're just very sneaky, and they look in the mirror, they see somebody younger than what they are. They're just a big kid, so they may have never really grown up, but it's not in the Michael Jackson style where they were beat into being a performer. This is a actual thing that goes on in the family matter, because that's all that's here is dark that's spilled in the reflection of the home too here. I need you to see this is a mother. This is somebody who's made this kind of energy practical, whether she is argumentative, that creates nurturing. She feels she's a nurturer, but it really just shows she's addicted to something here with the devil. This is Capricorn energy. This is very much so a lot of secrets that are in controlling with some energy, 2 masculines to be exact. She manipulated these boys and maybe Nick and Aaron to some sort of sacrificial type thing that has always been like a secret that's now subsiding. I feel like not only is the truth being illuminated to you at this time, but the final card is the 2 of Wands. You got the perspective. It's the matter on how they see. There are people in Virginia, West Virginia, excuse me, I think it's West Virginia, and there are other places and other private towns and stuff where there's incest, and it's going around. It's about how you look at it. And some people in their town, that's just what goes down. In their mind, in the way they grew up, it's all about their perspective, okay? So this is all, in a sense, where this is looked at as it feels like a normal thing, but this is not right. This has caused a lot of damage. This has caused a lot of chaos. This has caused a lot of denial. This has caused a lot of confusion. This has caused a lot of difficult choices. This has caused a lot of stale energy between those 2 boys. This has caused a lot of fire. This has caused a lot of denial. I feel like I could go on forever. What this has caused with 2 that have crossed her womb. There's the nourishment that she was never able to give in a proper setting. There's the childhood thing to let you know and see that she has some sort of intellectual problem. There's a connection here that we'll never be able to see. And if we do, it's bloodsome. It's gruesome. It's grotesque. But whatever she's done as a child never really got to grow up because of obviously something that has happened to her. But she considers it safe. There's a lot of manipulative stuff going on in this energy. You got the king. Husband had no leeway, no power, no nothing. He tried to be some sort of director. But there is irrational thinking, honest truth surrounding. Final 3 cards, the Page of Wands, Judgment, Virgo energy, and then the Knight of Pentacles. I'm out of here. All in reverse in the energy of an emotional person. Self-loathing and unwillingness to learn some sort of lesson. She doesn't know if she wants to be mad, angry, sad, or definitely departed here for some reason. She's very arrogant and frustrated for whatever. I don't know the domineering effect on why this happened, because it's like beating a dead horse to try to break through these weeds, branches, and bridges to try to figure it out. And because you got somebody who's extremely self-limiting and distracted, you don't want to piss this person off. They're very hasty and completely out of control.